Good day, everyone. So, I'm going to discuss to you about the week 7, 8, and 9. So, let's have first the week 7, which is the Kohlberg's theory of moral development. So, the theory of moral development, Lawrence Kohlberg, a psychologist who was born in Bronxville, New York, taught for many years at Harvard. So, his theory of moral development builds on the work on John Piaget. So, according to John Piaget, children lack of moral conscience at birth but gradually acquire the foundations of morality between the ages of 4 and 7. So, by the time they are 10 or so, most kids have reached the second stage where they believe that rules and laws are formed by humans and can be relatively flexible. So Kohlberg believed that moral development depended on moral reasoning. So and was learned in three levels, each having two stages, and the levels are pre-conventional reasoning and conventional reasoning and post-conventional reasoning. So let's have first the pre-conventional reasoning. So moral reasoning are directed initially by the expectation of punishment from external sources and later by an interest in personal reward. So reasoning that is initially motivated by a desire for personal pleasure rather, and later by the anticipation of punishment from other sources. And the conventional reasoning, initially to get approval, and later in response to law and a sense of duty. So initially to get approbation, then in compliance with the law and out of a sense of obligation. And the last one is the post-conventional reasoning guided by community versus individual rights, and later by universal principles of ethics. So it's moral reasoning that is inspired by community rights as opposed to individual rights, and later by universal moral principle. So this is the summary of Kohlberg's theory of moral development, which is the level 1 is a pre-conventional morality, the level 2 conventional morality, and the level 3 is post-conventional morality. Let's have the week 8, which is the Vygotsky cultural theory. So Vygotsky's social-cultural theory grew from the work of seminal psychologist Lev Vygotsky, who believed that parents, caregivers, peers, and the culture at large were responsible for developing high-order functions. So Vygotsky asserts that social interaction is the foundation of learning. The formation is then incorporated on a personal level when this has happened. So scaffolding is Vygotski's term for the appropriate assistance given by the teacher to assess the learner accomplished in a task. So Vygotsky worked on his theory around the same time as Piaget in between the 1920s and 30s, but they had clear differences in the views differences in their about cognitive development. So here are the comparison of Piaget and Vygotsky. More people felt that there were universal phases of cognitive development, while the Vygotsky is instead of proposing stages, a more socially focused approach stressed the role of cultural variables in cognitive development. So, social interaction, Vygotsky theory was more social in nature, whereas Piaget was more individual. Piaget research on Piagetian tasks place a strong emphasis on how an individual's cognitive development could be shown in how they handle the task themselves. And let's have the cultural factors. So Vygotsky thought that culture had a significant impact on how children develop cognitively. Piaget thought that child's cognitive development progresses through universal stages as they grow and mature, enabling them to advance from the simple exploration using their senses and bodies to complicated reasoning. And the language, learners can now access knowledge that others already possess. thanks to language. So learners can use language to solve issues and know understand the world. In the zone of proximodistal development, this the area offer a learning opportunity with an informed adult supporting the child's growth. Scaffolding is the help or aid that enables the youngster to complete a task that he or she cannot complete on his or her own. Let's have the week 9, or the last topic, which is the Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory. So Bronfenbrenner's models, also known as the biological system theory, presents child development within the context of relationship system that comprises the child's environment. So Bronfenbrenner's, there are three biological models. The first one is a microsystem. The second one is the mesosystem, and the last one is the exosystem. First, the microsystem. So, it's the system that the person has direct contact with and is located closest to him, community, school, and family. And this building take into account the child's immediate environment. And the mesosystem, the microsystem of the child's function as the link between the structures in this layer. So the relationship between parents and teachers, or between parents, the health community, and the church is an example of mesosystem relationships. The last one is the exosystem. This layer allows the more extensive social structures outside of which the child close no does not directly operate, and the local government, workplace, and the general populace are all included in this media. And the last one is the macro system, which this layer is located in the child's environment's outermost region. The macro system consists of the laws, customs, and cultural values. And that would be all. Thank you.